Good morning, everybody. It's me, Erica, again. Day 6 of me being in the hospital. Day 2 of me being in ICU. Though my breathing is getting better, I'm actually able to take deep breaths in and release deep breaths. I still have this exercising machine to work with. The bar was set pretty high, up here at 200, but they dropped it to 500. I managed to get to 1,000. So kudos to me. But I had wanted to throw in some pictures of my family and just show you who I was prior to this. So stay tuned for my next video. It's just a small little tidbit of photos of me and my children together before all of this transpired within a year's time. So to make a long story short, woke up this morning. I had like a midge fever overnight. It was like 100, so they gave me just 2 wet towels, one for my head and my throat, and the fever went away. I still can't eat anything. They have to do a test to see if my throat can sustain me actually eating and swallowing the food. So for right now, they're moving to option B, which I'm not pleased with, but if it helps me to help myself get out of here, I'm okay with it. So I'm going to later on today have a feeding tube placed down my nasal. I was told it's going to be very uncomfortable. I do have anxiety just because I've already experienced being in ICU 2018 for different situation. And that particular time, I was on a lot of different machines. And the breathing machine I was on was literally down my throat. So the end result was my vocal cords were stripped. As they told me, one vocal cord was bruised. The other was extremely damaged. So my singing voice may never return. I've tried singing, can't hit all the notes I used to hit, can't really even hold a note as long as I want to, but I can sing. So thank God. Just not like Tasha Cobbs, Yolanda Adams, or Nicki Minaj. I don't have their voices, wish I did, but I don't. So that's what it is. End result, the title is I Want to Be Home for Christmas. I just was told that that's not happening. So I'm in and out of emotions this morning, all because I was really hoping to get home to my children. We already weren't expecting a full-on Christmas, all because of so many different financial burdens, in Florida right now, especially the Volusia County area. Landlords, property managers, everyone's raising rent. You talk about paying literally $2,000 for a 2-bedroom. It's not even worth it. But if you don't pay it, you have nowhere to go. And because there's not many homeless shelters here, you're literally either out on the street or in your car. Lord be willing you have one, And I'm fortunate to have a vehicle, but during winter, during any time of the year, it's just not good to be homeless at all, especially when you have children involved. It's really complicated. It's difficult. So anyway, long story short, I wasn't planning on having a traditional Christmas because I knew I wouldn't be able to put anything under the Christmas tree, even though my children know that Christmas is not about gifts. what can be given to you. It's about the birth of Christ Jesus and everything else that Christmas actually stands for. That has already been taught to both myself coming up and my children. I follow that tradition wholeheartedly. Please don't mind my lips. They've been extremely dry. They've been giving me the little sticks to kind of keep the inside a little moist, and my lips a little moist, but my lips have soared up and peeled and everything. So it'll take a while, I know, to get back to normal, which, that's fine. Though I can't make it home for Christmas now, I at least want to be healthy enough to where they say my children can walk on this ICU floor and just say, Merry Christmas to mommy. So pray, have a leave that prayer with me, and I'll post something soon.